Hi viewers, welcome to interview preparation on Introduction to Java. Here we are going to discuss about the questions related to the basic for Java language. So we'll have 10 questions and we'll be discussing one by one, and we'll move to the first question. Question 1 says, what is Java? So Java is a programming language and a platform, and Java is a computing platform first released by the Sun Microsystem in 1995. And Java is a high level, robust, secured, and object oriented programming language. So this is the way how you can explain the question what is Java to the interviewer. So Java is object oriented language because it follows the class and object strategy, and it is secured because of it is a bytecode level, and it is high level language because it can be written in an English. And it is developed by the Sun Microsystem 1995, and it is acquired by Oracle on 2009. It has been developed, and there are different versions of the Java starting from 1.1 to the till the current platform. It is nothing but your Java 8, SE8 we say. So that is all. Coming to the question number 2, what do you mean by platform independence, and why you say that Java is platform independent? To explain this question, we can say platform independence means that we can write and compile the Java code in one platform, that is maybe in Windows, and execute that class file in any other supported platform, maybe Linux or Solaris also. Platform independent means execution of the program is not restricted by the type of operating system environment which is provided. So here we can say that we can create a Java file, maybe with a hello.java file I can compile that file, I can generate a .class file which can be execute that .class file in Linux operating system or a Solaris or a Macintosh operating system also. Java is a platform independent language because of the bytecode magic which we say, and the bytecode is nothing but the .class file is called your bytecode, which could be understood by only JVM. It cannot be understood by any other compiler, or it cannot be understood by directly the operating system also. In Java, when we execute the source code, the .java file which will be converted to the .class file, and which is called also as a bytecode. And bytecode are easily interpreted by JVM, as I told you that it could be only understood by JVM. It is not understood by any other mean, by operating system or anything, and which is available with every type of OS we install. So any OS also we have separate JVM will be there. So there is a one simple thing which you need to remember also, that JVM is not a platform independent structure, it is a platform dependent structure. So this is the way how you can explain about the question 2, about the platform independent structure of your Java. Now we'll move to the question number 3. Question number 3, which says, what is the difference between JDK, JVM and JRE? This is the few things which we need to remember. And here to explain that, JDK is a Java development kit which is for development purpose, and it includes execution environment also. It will contain various tools like compiler, then disassembler like Java P or Java for interpretations. These all the tools are available in your JDK. When you download JDK, so these all the tools also the part of this. JVM in the other hand, is a Java virtual machine as a full form, purely a runtime environment, and hence you will not able to compile your source file using JVM. So it is a runtime environment where the execution will happen. So we are not going to compile the file using JVM. For compilation we use a tool called as Java C, by which we can compile the file and create a bytecode also. JRE is an acronym for Java Runtime Environment, and it is used to provide runtime environment, and it is implementation of JVM, and it is physically exist in your machine, and it contains set of libraries which are required for your JVM. So runtime, it provides the library to the JVM for executing any particular program executions and all. So this is way how you can explain about the difference between the JDK, JVM and JRE. Now coming to the question number 4, what is just-in-time compiler? It is used to improve the performance of that. And just-in-time compiler, it is a part of your interpretation time or the execution time, okay, which is executes. So just-in-time compiles a part of the bytecode that have the similar functionality at the same time, and hence reduce the amount of time needed for compilation. Here the term compiler, which refers to the translating the instructions, a set of Java virtual machine, to the instruction set of specific to the CPU. So as I told you that, okay, JIT compiler, which is the part of your JVM. So obviously when interpretation happens, the bytecode which need to be converted to the native operating system understandable language. So that particular part, okay, can be done by the your JIT compiler, which makes or compiles or translates, okay, to the code which understood by the native operating system, maybe Windows, maybe Linux, or a Solaris, or a Macintosh operating system also. So this will be obviously JIT will be specific to that particular operating system it is concerned. So that is the way how you can explain about your JIT compiler is all about. Now coming to the question number 5, where we talk about the different type of editions which are available in Java. There are 4 different editions which are available. Java Platform Standard Edition, which is basically the core functionality of the Java programming language which can do. So basically to create a small applications related to the console based, then we can go for your standard editions. So there are set of packages which are being provided, okay, under the standard edition, where we can go for file level or exceptions and threading concept and network level programmings can be done through the standard editions also. Java Platform Enterprise Edition, which is built upon the Java Standard Edition platform, and it gives you the runtime environment for developing the large scale, multi-tiered, scalable, reliable and secure network application. If I want to create, then okay, we can go for your Java E, the Java Enterprise Edition we can use. So many of the web applications or the distributed level applications are being developed through the Java EE only. Java Platform Micro Edition, which is nothing but for developing for the application for the handheld devices purpose, we use this Java Micro Edition. So this platform provides an API which gives you the small footprint to the Java virtual machine which is running on the Java programming language application on a small devices like mobile phones and all. JavaFX, which is JavaFX, which is a platform for creating rich internet application using lightweight user interface API. If you are using, then you can create the rich user interface applications can be also developed for that. Next, we have the question that is, what are the different versions are available in Java? There are different versions which are available. Okay, here there is a small table which shows about that. Version name, okay, which is JDK 1.0, which starts with January 1996, and the name was given as Oak. And JDK 1.1, which has started on February 1997. Then we have J2AC 1.2, which has been given the name as Playground, and it has released on December 1998. And we have J2AC 1.3, the name is given as Kestrel, and it is released on May 2000. And J2AC 1.4, the name is given as Merlin, and it has developed in February 2002. And J2AC, we have Tiger Edition 5.0, which is developed in the September 2004. And we have Java SE6, which is named as Mustang, and it is developed from December 2006. It is released on that. Java SE7, which has the name as Dolphin, and it is released on July 2011. And Java SE8, which is delayed, that is it has developed on March 2014. So that is the release date on this, and you can visit also the link, okay, to more on the Java version on https://en.wikipediaorg/wiki/java_version_history. So this is the few things about your Java version. Now we'll go for the next question. Question number 7, what are the applications which uses Java? According to the Oracle, because now the Java is acquired by Oracle, there are 3 million devices which runs on Java. There are many devices, okay, where Java can currently be used. You can see the desktop application like Acrobat Reader, media players, okay, antiviruses. They all uses the Java. Web applications like irctc.co.in or javapoint.com, the tutorial website and all also uses the Java. Enterprise applications like banking applications, they use Java. Mobile applications like games and all been developed through the Java. Embedded systems also, which uses also Java. And smart card applications also uses Java. So if you see that, okay, there are various applications, the different kind of your applications, they use Java as their language to develop their applications and all. Okay, so this is the way how you can explain about the different application which uses by Java. Coming to the next question. The next question is question number 8. What is Java? Why we should say that Java is secured, and what is Java is secured? Java is secured because in Java there is no pointer which leads to the memory problem and all. So we do not have any explicit pointer has been defined. We cannot write with using the pointer concept, unlike in case of your C and C++. And program run inside Java virtual machine in a sandbox. So it is in an environment where the your Java program runs. So it is so secured. And a class loader which adds the security by separating the package for the classes of the local file system from those that are imported from the network sources also. Bytecode verifier, which checks the code fragments for illegal code that can violate access right to the objects also. So it will have in the interpretation time where bytecode verifier which checks that any kind of your malicious code is been given in the bytecode and all, that can be checked with the bytecode verifier. And a security manager which determines what resources a class can use, such as reading time or writing to the local disk. That time this security manager checks whether that particular file can be written or cannot be written, whether the file can be read or cannot be read. All these are the security related aspects which will be checked by the security manager also. Hence Java is secured. So this is way you can explain about this question. Now coming to the question number 9. So here, what are the features about Java, also called as Java buzz keywords also. So Java is a simple, object-oriented, platform-independent, secured, robust, architecture-neutral, portable, interpreted, high-performance, multi-threaded and distributed application. So Java has all these are the features which are available. It is very simple. It can be written in an object-oriented program. It is platform-independent structure. It is secured. It is robust platform. Architecture neutral, it is portable, anywhere you can run the Java applications, and it is a compiler come interpreted language. High performance, it gives compared to the other high-end level programming. It gives you multi-threaded programs where your application can do multiple things. Distributed program which can run on the different platforms also. This is way you can explain. So coming to the question number 10, what is JCP? JCP is Java Community Process, which is established on 1998, is a formalized mechanism that allows interested parties to develop the standard technical specification for Java technology. Anyone can become the JCP member by filling the form available in the JCP website, and JCP membership for organization and commercial entities requires annual fee, but it is free for the individual. So any individual, they want to share their thoughts, they want to share their ideas to develop the new technology and all, they can be the part of the JCP process, and they have to fill the form, and that is free. So we can, any programmer who is having a vast knowledge in Java and want to give the ideas to the JCP team, they can definitely give through this JCP, Java Community Process. You can know more on the JCP by visiting the link which is https://en.wikipedia.org/wiki/java_community_process. So this is the way how you can explain about your JCP. Fine. Thank you for watching the video.